What is up, guys? It is me, Thomas, and I am coming at you today with an access port map flash upload video. So what I'm going to show you today is me taking my personal maps that I'm getting from my eTuner, downloading it onto the access port manager, putting it onto the access port, and then flashing that map onto my vehicle. So I'm in the process of getting my map revised. I have to provide him with data logs, and today I'm just going to show you how I begin that process. Alright, so pretty much I got my email from him once he got back to work from after the holidays, and he linked me my map. Here it is. He says, here's the next map, let's see how this goes. So I went ahead and downloaded that, as you can see down here, and then I went ahead and opened up Access Port Manager. Now if you don't already have Access Port Manager downloaded onto your computer, whether you have a Mac or if you have Windows, I can provide that link down in the description below. But I already have it downloaded, so I'm going to show you exactly what to do. First things first, we're going to go ahead and plug up the access port. So I have my USB connected to my computer, and then I have my access port connected to that. Now, since it is there, obviously it's not connected now, I'm going to go ahead and hit connect. It's going to take a second, load up, and boom, now my access port is connected. Now I have it set to the filter for data logs right now because I've been constantly uploading those and downloading those, but I'm going to switch over to maps once I can actually get my fingers to work. And this keyboard's a little bit fidgety too. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and search for maps. But if I go over here into this section, we can already see that my revision 7 map has been recognized by the computer. So I am going to take that map and drag it over onto the access port by clicking with the left mouse button. It's going to ask me if I'm sure I want to copy this file to the access port. Yes, I do. So now, as you can see, I have the new revision 7 map, see it says V7, downloaded onto the access port, and I can go ahead and eject the access port. Once you eject the access port, you're good to go ahead and unplug it. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop the video right here, and I'm going to begin the process of moving into the car. Now Cobb recommends that whenever you are going to flash a map onto your car, since you are going to have the accessory turned on most of the time during their procedure, that you connect it to a battery maintainer or battery charger. So I went ahead and did that, and I'll go ahead and flip this camera around, that way you can see, maybe, if it lets me. I went ahead and connected, obviously, red to positive, black to ground. And right now, I just have it on a 2 amp because I know my battery is fully charged. But I know that if I sit there with the accessory on and the interior lights on, that it will drain down. And they recommend that your battery is anywhere between 11.7 to 13 volts, I think, in that range. So we're going to go ahead and follow that. Alright, don't mind that wire right there in front of you. That's just for my light down underneath the dash. But once you get into the car, you're going to go ahead and turn that key onto the accessory position. I'm turn my headlights off and go ahead and connect the access port, and you'll see it'll power on. Let it keep powering on here, and it's going to automatically go to my gauges setting, which if you're interested in that, I can make a video on what I watch whenever I'm driving and data logging. Go ahead and leave comments down underneath the video if you want to see that. But I'm going to go ahead and go to the tune section. We're going to change my map. It's going to identify my ECU. We're going to permanently reflash the ECU, so hit reflash. They never recommend driving on a real-time tune if you're doing data logs and things like that. Real-time is going to allow it to make adjustments or something, so I go ahead and just do what they say. And as you can see here, this is the original tune that came with the car for 93 octane, but unfortunately where I live, I don't get 93 octane. I could always go ahead and put octane booster in there, but you never know exactly what you're getting unless you can get a hold of the manufacturer. So here is the map that is currently on my car, revision 6. And then under here is revision 7. I'm going to go ahead and select that. That is what I want to upload. It says a battery charger is recommended. I already have one connected. Go ahead and do that. Now it's going to say, please connect the white or blue initialization mode connector. So I'm going to go ahead and do. Now you kind of have to do some acrobatics in order to get underneath the dash, especially if your seat doesn't scoot back as far as it should because somebody messed something up underneath it. But I am going to go ahead and show you. Let me get under here. Hopefully it's well lighted enough for you guys to see. right here, I went ahead and pulled out. Sometimes they're tucked up underneath the wiring harness up in here, but mine have been pulled out because I've been doing this for obviously a couple times. I'm revision number 7, so, and it's been done a couple times before. These are the green test connectors. We're going to connect those second after we connect this to your blue initialization jumper clip. Now, mine is blue because I have a 2002, but if you have an 03 or anything newer, it'll most likely be white. I can't say for sure on 0405 through 06 and 0607 or any of the newer models because I don't know personally, but I know for sure on 03s they have a white connector. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this with one hand. It's not that hard. Now, I don't recommend doing this if it's super cold outside because this plastic is super brittle and it just makes handling those little clips up top to undo these plugs a lot harder. I had many nights where I had bruised fingers. So now that I have both of those connected, I can go ahead and go back up top and hit continue on the access port. Alright, so now I'm back up top and I can go ahead and hit continue. It says please turn the key to the off position. Obviously it just skipped the test connector thing because I already had it connected, so I'm going to turn the key to the off position, back to the on position, and immediately hit continue. Now it's going to go ahead and flash that new map onto my ECU. It is super quick and I love this. I've never had anything take so little time, and it is nice because what if I have to change my map when I'm in Mexico? Okay, we're going to go ahead and please turn and leave the ignition in the off position to begin vehicle reinitialization. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off and leave it there and hit continue. Now it's going to tell me to disconnect the white and blue initialization mode connector. I'm going to go back underneath the dash and do that. You guys don't have to see that since you already saw me connect it. Okay. Alright guys, back up from underneath the dash. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue, continue. Now it wants me to go ahead and turn the key into the on position so it can begin the restart procedure, or reset procedure, my bad. Now it says the map was successfully changed and it wants me to go ahead and turn the key off for 15 seconds at least. I went ahead and did that, and I just like to hit continue. And we can back out here and go back to my gauges. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the car off for the allotted amount of time, and then I'll give you guys a startup.